Hello once again, ladies and gentlemen. We are going to take Hoth! I'm gonna do it. I'm trying really hard here.
Right, sir.
And I built up a small force on Aluen. Now I could take the easy way out, and I could just blow up the planet, considering I have the Death Star, which, I don't know, might not be a bad idea. Actually, that'd be pretty cool. But I need a proving ground for these new Dark Troopers. I got to play around with them a little bit in the last assault, and they were really cool. They're really good. So, we'll see. We'll send them over there. We'll have them kind of purge the enemy from... Oh, well, come on, guys. My frame rate's getting really bad. We'll have them purge the enemy from the sacred ground. It's not sacred. It's a snowy planet. Basically, this is like my secret weapons testing facility on the far fringes of the galaxy on a nearly inhospitable planet that no one will ever find. That's what I'm doing here. I'm slaughtering the locals, using fancy new weapons and smallpox blankets. So, come on, you can do it.
Invasion commencing.
There we go. They shouldn't have much left, but they've got several turrets, I think, and a few tanks. This is more of a proving exercise for the Dark Troopers. I'll send them in with some support vehicles as well.
I copy.
Just to make sure that we've got a handle on the situation and I don't unnecessarily waste any units. Let's bring in the Phase 3s, Phase 2s, and Phase 1s.
Should remove any traitorous
we'll give
thoughts
each
from
one a
their
little,
heads.
little test, I think. Methinks. Oh, I built a bunch of turrets here last time. It must have destroyed them when I retreated. Bummer. Well, I'm kind of interested. I mean, I got to use the Phase 2 Dark Troopers, but I didn't get to use the Phase 1s or Phase 3s. So I think this will be really cool. The Phase 2s were pretty cool. Oh, these are my Phase 1s. Let's see. They have Sprint. Good against infantry, not much else. So just infantry units, huh? Interesting. Oh, they're pretty quick. Or are they melee? Oh, they're melee units. Neat. Well, that's pretty cool. They're also very skinny. Okay. These are the Phase 3s. Very deep voices. They sound awesome. They have jetpacks. Good. And they also have... Oh, interesting. Oh, they have, like, rocket pods. Neat! Okay, so I wonder if they have a normal attack, too. Now, these guys have, like, a anti-infantry and anti-building kind of cannon thing, and they also have jetpacks. Okay, cool. Let's get the Phase 2s and the Phase 3s. We'll have them scout ahead. Okay, they may be a little bit slow.
Form up. Keep going.
Ready. Phase 1s. Go and capture that other point. Send you guys with the normal infantry. Man, they are fast.
Ready. Moving.
Oh, you sound like you have such a velvety, deep voice.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, oh, yeah. Keep talking to me, buddy. Keep talking to me. I like this.
This way.
That's almost a guaranteed promotion right there. All right, I've got to be really careful because they had like a ton of bunkers and like turrets and stuff last time I was here. And tanks. They had tanks too.
The enemy
there it is.
On it, sir. Course plotted.
Alright, wait for your shields to recharge.
Computer.
Order acknowledged.
Let's see, I need to remember where their generators are. That'll like really help if I could remember. Oh, shoot! These guys are under fire. No! Alright, aid them. Take the tanks off their back. Well, they're doing a fair amount of damage. Let's see. What if I deploy these guys? Ooh, rockets! Fun stuff.
Yes, sir. Target in range.
Okay, so my Dark Troopers just about been all but slaughtered. Oh. Well, they didn't last. Another stupid turbo laser! Gosh darn it! Alright, you guys capture this pad. We'll build a repair thing. Let's also call in some more reinforcements.
Heading out.
probably use some more phase 2s. I thought I had more phase 3s. I thought I built some more.
Moving out.
Evidently not.
Maximum unit capacity.
Alright, those tanks will be helpful. We'll build a repair thing here to fix up my tank a little bit. Give him some survivability. I really don't want to risk losing him. I want to say that the generator is back here. That's what I want to say, but I can't say it with any certainty. The tanks, they'll respawn, just because those were garrisoned units.
Construction
T2B over.
Oh, there's more. What else did I bring in? Oh, did I bring in another thing of tanks? Oh, these guys get healed with, Interesting, they're considered vehicles.
T2B, copy.
That's good to know. It'd be nice if I had some air units. I didn't think to bring them.
I copy. Advance.
All right, let's have these guys kind of bring up the rear here. We'll have them steadily move up this sort of southern flank, and then we'll have these guys come in and deliver a sucker punch once their attention is focused somewhere else. Would have been nice if I had the environmental training thing. I thought I did. Apparently not. Weird.
Right away.
All right, infantry push,
Move
go!
out.
We'll cover you.
Heading out.
Take on that turret.
Fall out, troops.
Use your superior melee abilities.
Armor.
All right, you guys, come in from the side.
Let's move out.
Got tanks.
Bombing run available.
Oh, good.
Bomber squad.
Why don't we just go ahead and nip this in the bud?
Base is under attack.
Nice try.
Armor ready.
Well, that was kind of a waste of a bombing run. Looks like they got another turbo laser tower. And they've got some guys in that bunker, too. Good to know.
Attack.
All right, everyone,
Fire.
get them. Oh, they can't even attack vehicles. Interesting. Okay, so that's also good to keep in mind.
Open fire.
There's one thing. If I can take that out, that should make retaking this planet in the future easier as well. Not that it was ever difficult to begin with. I mean, come on, my fleets are like super overpowered at this point.
Let's
Okay,
go.
I ain't gonna worry about them. They're toast. Where is the generator? There it is!
Attack that target.
Support order acknowledged.
And now, unless they have a second one somewhere, like on, whatever that stupid planet is that has 2 freaking generators, it trips me up every time.
Target.
Every time I attack that one, I always forget. And I love these tanks. They are probably my favorite unit in this game. These TX-130s, yeah. They're, I don't want to say overpowered, but my gosh, are they versatile. And they can handle, like, infantry, heavy infantry, light vehicles, heavy vehicles, and if you give them some, like, repair turrets or something, they've got stupid survivability because of those shields, too. They're perfect. They're so perfect.
On it, sir.
Alright, what's left? They shouldn't have
Doors
much
spotted.
else. They may have a
Adjusting
depot somewhere.
navicomputer. Advancing.
I'll have these guys
Ready to
spread out a
roll.
little bit.
Bombardment available.
Roger that.
Well,
Form up.
nothing in that corner.
Advance.
Surely there's not something back there, is there? Wampas, maybe?
Forward.
It's fun to say.
Behind you.
Does anybody remember Battlefront 2? Like, on the PlayStation 2? That might be before your time for some of you. Also, this bird outside is driving me crazy.
Awaiting
It
order.
might be before your time for a
Right
few of
away.
you guys, but Battlefront 2, there was actually
Moving out.
I think it was like a skirmish mode thing, where you could play as the Wampas and attack, I think it was stormtroopers, I want to say. It was super fun. It was kind of funny, too, because they were like the derpiest units. It was like playing as the Ewoks on Endor. And they just had, like, the dumbest possible attacks.
Backup position confirmed.
Alright, this is really bad. I'm going in here without being able to see anything. Not even a Wampa cave! Wow, there really is nothing back here. What the heck?
Let's go.
Alright. Come on now. I should at least have,
Keep
like,
going.
full vision on the map now.
This way. Over there.
Alright, let's clear out this bunker, too.
Work order acknowledged.
Ah, I was looking for another building. I didn't even... Ah, and they tried to retreat at the last second.
System conquered.
Well, okay, that's, certainly a thing that happened. Well, shoot, that wasn't very satisfying at all. Those Dark Troopers got, like, their you-know-what's handed to them.
Moving out.
Oh, man. You know, I just want to come out here and say it. I'm sorry if I seem, like, really kind of just lax and out of energy today. Oh, also, I want to mention that I moved Palpatine to Kuat to take advantage of some better prices on those Star Destroyers. That's something I should have done a long time ago, so thank you for you who suggested that. I appreciate that. I am, like, super out of energy. Fatigued is probably a really good word.
System control.
Wow, they didn't have anything in the asteroids fields.
Building started.
I do have the Death Star in this group, right? No. Which group is the Death Star in? Oh, next to Thyfera. I'm gonna blow up a planet here soon. Maybe this episode. Let's take that one.
Heading out.
I'm super fatigued because it has been a long week at work. Now, technically speaking, I work part-time. In reality, I work full-time. Like, I don't know if it's the same where you guys live, but here in Tennessee, in the good old US of A, working 40 hours a week is considered full-time. That's 5 8-hour days, if you really want to break it down, okay? I work
Tactical battle.
38 hours a week. I'm 2 hours short of full-time, and they do that so they can take advantage of that, but not have to offer me full-time and full-time benefits. And also a pay raise at full-time. So technically speaking, I work part-time. In reality, I work full-time. I should only be working about 24 hours a week. In reality, which would be several 4 to 6 hour days. And this week was just absolutely nuts. I mean,
Ready for these
insanity
vagrants
is
stand in our way.
probably
Eliminate
not
them to prepare
far
for a
off the
land
mark
invasion.
when I go to describe this. Like, let me just sort of sum up. Let me paint a picture for you, if I may, of the kind of people that I had to deal with this week. Now, I want you to imagine a barren field, lots of like dead grass and burnt, charred trees, kind of at odd angles sticking out of this destroyed landscape. Alright, now I want you to imagine that you hear this horrendous cracking noise and the ground splits open, spewing evil red light into the air. Smoke comes out, flames arc over your heads, and the screaming souls of the deceased come tearing out of the ground, wailing in eternal torment. Then, terrible, demonic forces claw their way out from the depths of this rift, this terrible hole in reality. Those are the people that I was having to help and be nice to all week. They're the worst. They're terrible, terrible people. They're so mean for no reason. I was being, like, incredibly nice to all of them, and they wanted nothing to do with it. I had one guy, like, yell at me, just verbally berate me for about 5 minutes because I touched his bananas. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Not this crap again. I touched his bananas. That was the one thing that he had. My entire job is putting stuff on the conveyor belt and then scanning it and then handing it back to them, okay? He got really upset when I went to move his bananas across the scanner because I touched them. Apparently, you know, I wanted it so bad to believe that, okay, you know, maybe this guy is a germaphobe. Maybe it's like some mental or psychological thing that he has where he's just like, it physically bothers him to have someone else touching his stuff. And I want to respect that, but I know that is not the case. This guy is just mean. He refuses to acknowledge you whenever you talk to him. He refuses to say anything whenever you ask him direct questions pertaining to the job that I am trying to do. He's just, this guy! I hate him so much, and I recognize him every time now. It's gotten to the point where I am just mean to him. And I don't like being mean to anybody. It goes against who I am. Really, it hurts for me to do. but I don't have any other options when dealing with this guy. He does not make it easy for anyone to work with him. There was another guy, got like super upset. I was asking him questions, you know, making sure that I had a firm understanding of whatever I was supposed to be doing when it came to, you know, like taking care of everything. He had 3 different orders of stuff that he wanted rung up separately, on separate receipts, paid with separate credit cards, all that stuff. You know, there's certain things I can do, certain things I can't do as part of the job, and, you know, I just wanted to make sure that everything was being done the way that we're supposed to do it, right? That wasn't the problem, though. The problem was when I started asking him, because, you know, he's got 3 shopping carts full of stuff, and he just started throwing things up on the belt, like which parts of the conveyor belt went with which shopping carts. He got super persnickety, and it was, I couldn't figure out why. Like, all I was doing was trying to ask him exactly how he wanted things done. Like, for example, you know, if he wanted a certain part of the conveyor belt to go with one cart, or if he wanted it split up, or all that, he got super testy, and he was just, like, really angry, and he started yelling all sorts of, like, mean things at us. It was basically just a horrible experience, either way around. And it got me thinking, you know, I wonder if these people realize exactly how terrible they are being. Which made me wonder, oh my god, am I that person sometimes? Am I, like, that awful to people
Construction complete.
that, you know, work
Building
in
started.
hospitality, I guess. It's
Building
a
started.
really, really scary thought.
Beginning construction.
I'd like to think that I'm pretty agreeable, that I'm pretty nice when it comes to that sort of thing, but, you know, you never really know until you've been on the other end of it. So, let this be a warning to all of you. Please treat these people with respect, especially the ones that are trying to help you, the ones that are actively trying to help you have a better day and make your experience more enjoyable. They deserve your respect. They really do. So, thank you. I'm putting away the soapbox. I'm gonna climb down off of it, and just keep that in mind if you're wondering why I don't sound super happy-go-lucky today. What?
Construction
Why
complete.
do I have dark troopers in that fleet? Ugh. How does that even happen? Alright, you guys.
Construction
Come over
complete.
here. Interesting. Can I build anything on the ground here? Oh, yeah, I can. Okay, I am. Oh. I forgot that I've owned this planet for a while. Let's blow something up. Let's blow up a planet. I need to let off some steam. Can I just destroy? Yeah. I'm gonna destroy Typhera. Actually, no, that might be a bad idea. That's worth quite a few credits. Let's destroy Terrace. Let's finish what the Sith started in the Old Republic. What do I have? Barely anything. Where did my army go? Oh, it's still on Hoth. Oh, okay. That's acceptable.
Tactical battle imminent.
Oh boy! We'll go ahead and start this up. I want to see if I can blast their space station out of the sky. That'd be pretty cool. I'd be okay with that. Come on, load! Load! I need to kill something! Makes me sound like a terrible person. Gosh, that's so cool. Okay, so can we talk about the weaknesses in the Death Star for a second? I just kind of want to put it out there how terribly,
This pitiful force is
horribly
preventing our
inefficient
assault
this
on this
stupid
system.
thing is.
Dispatch them
So-
so that we can secure orbit for the
Oh
Empire.
god, stupid ion cannon. Alright, let's
Your
get
command,
rid of
sir.
everybody but him. We'll have them all move up here.
Heading to
So when you think about it, for a second, okay, the way that physics works in space, a lot of people
Commander.
tend to think that in space, you know, if you go out there completely
Reporting in.
unprotected, you would freeze to death in seconds. But that's not actually true, because there's nothing to conduct the heat away from your body, save for radiation, which is a relatively slow process. Now, if you were anywhere with an atmosphere, like, for example, if you were on the moon or on Mars or something, yes, that is correct. You would freeze to death extremely rapidly, or burn up, depending on which side of the planet you're effectively standing on. Because there's an atmosphere, there's, like, actual stuff to conduct the heat away from your body. And certain things are better conductors than other, which is why an example, I guess, is if you're swimming, you get cold much faster. I forget the exact rate at which water conducts heat away from your body, but it is several times faster than air does. So the idea that this thing has an exhaust port on it, one that goes straight to the core, to the very explosive core of the Death Star, it seems a little ridiculous. First of all, because to be an exhaust port, it doesn't have to go in a straight line. I mean, yes, it probably works a little bit more efficiently that way, but, you know, if they put any curves in that duct at all, it would have still served the same purpose. It doesn't make any sense. Like, why the heck did they do that? That someone could just fire a torpedo straight down the middle there, and just blow up the whole thing with one shot. It's maddening. Like, the oversight. Oh my gosh, that's satisfying. Okay. Second of all, the idea that it is an exhaust port functioning on the same principles as having oxygen is, quite frankly, ridiculous. Oh man, stupid rebel's gonna retreat. That's okay, I'm gonna still blow up your planet anyways. It could have just as easily been done with heat sinks, or water cooling, or any kind of, like, coolant at all. But no, they built it like it was a freaking air-powered exhaust port. It's maddening! Why would they do that? Screw you, Terrace! You're an asteroid now! I needed that. After the week that I've had. Good lord. Ugh. Alright, we're gonna take Anahuac, Bespin, and Baccarat, and I'm gonna control this entire little corner of the galaxy. Then we'll finish up the siege on Mandalore, finally retake these stupid intersections, and come over here and punch the rebels in the face! In one united front. And who cares about the Black Sun? Black Sun what? I haven't even seen him. Alright, let's move these guys together. We'll have them take the round. I have to say I'm a little disappointed in those Dark Troopers. They died really fast. Admittedly, they were getting shot at with, like, a turbo laser tower, but still. I feel like they'd be better early game units and not, like, late game when everything is gigantic death rays and super beam guns of doom. Oh,
Yes,
interesting.
Commander. Squad, advance.
Choose your
I shall.
reinforcements.
Thank you.
Heading out.
Let's bring some of these guys. We'll bring some of these threes. They seem
There
pretty
can
cool.
be no diplomacy with
Maybe
rebels.
some of these twos.
Deploy some troops
well,
and show
threes
them
and
how we
twos.
negotiate.
Yeah, yeah. Also, I wanted to mention something that I saw the other day that, quite frankly, seemed a little bit disturbing to me. It's an app. I think it's called People? Like P-E-E-P-L-E, something like that, in a cutesy sort of misspelling version of it, I guess. And it's been kind of on the internet for a little while now, so I'm sure some of you have probably heard of it before. But the idea is that it's like Amazon in the way that you can rate products, which is a fantastic idea because, you know, when you're buying something online, it's really hard to tell what you're going to be getting. So it really helps to be able to see user reviews from someone that's used the product before and can tell you a little bit more about it. Well, People works in the same way, except for people. You can leave anonymous reviews of other people. Now that's great, and what they intended it for was a job hunt engine. The idea was that prospective employers could look at your profile and see any positive or negative things that might be written on there that people might leave for you, so you could get, or so they could get a better idea of who they're hiring. Which is good, because if you're a good person, if you're a friendly person, you know, that leaving good reviews for you is going to be a good thing. That means you'll have a better chance of getting hired. But that's bad in that you are giving other people the power to rate each other on a scale of like 1 to 10. That's so wrong. I don't know how many of you watch Community, but they made an entire episode about that in sort of their own parody kind of sense. It was these guys came in that developed an app called, it was something stupid like Meow Meow Beans, I think. And the idea was that you could rate people from 1 to 5 stars, and the more stars you had, the more weight your ratings carried for other people.
Heading out.
What it ended up doing was turning this entire, like, public college community into a system of, like, they basically created a caste system. So it turned into one of those, like, really old-fashioned sci-fi episode where everyone walks around in, like, togas, and, like, all the high-ranking people live in decadence and splendor, and they all wear, like, fancy colors and things like that.
Moving out.
But, let me leave this guy behind just so his unit doesn't die. And all the low-star people, which there were much more of than the high-star people, they all lived in, like, the boiler room and in squalor and survived off of, like, ketchup packets and things like that. And it was really, really funny episode. I love the writing in the show. It really is great.
Copy.
But I don't know, that's kind of like an oversimplification of essentially what is happening with this app. So I would be interested to hear from you guys exactly what you think about it. Do you think it's a good thing or a bad thing? I think the idea may be in the right place, but, you know, it's one of those ideas that I'm sure several people have had by now, and all of them rejected it because of the potential implications. So, yeah. Let me know what you think about that, because I'd be interested to hear... Oh, man. You've got quite a little base set up over here. I'd be interested to hear exactly what you guys had to say. Oh, my gosh! Holy crap. Oh, I don't have an airstrike ready.
Unit destroyed.
I've got him in my sight.
Moving to secondary position.
And in charge.
Oh, that thing is still active. Oh, crap.
Ready.
Destroyed.
Deploy!
Targeting enemy. Target in range. Main cannon
Come on,
charge.
come on. Perfect!
Destroyed.
Come on, get him, get him, get him, get him, get him.
Commencing bombing run. Fire!
Perfect. Die!
Sighted them. Open fire! Targets in.
Well, I've still got 1 tank and 1 dark trooper, so
That target.
that's good enough for me. Wow, these guys really are good. Dang, look at them just mow those guys down. Wow. Alright, let's get some more tanks.
Reinforcements.
And dark troopers. And dark troopers. And dark troopers. And droids. And stormtroopers. We'll bring in everybody. Let's get anti-infantry, just to make sure nobody escapes. That would be a pain in the butt. And then we'll build... maybe a repair station? Nah. Well, I don't know. Might be a good idea. Yeah. Just so I can keep this guy alive. For that reason.
Complete.
Ha! Take that. Okay. I'll have some of these guys moving out already.
Armor ready. Advancing.
Let's just get just the armor up here. They'll move much faster if they go by themselves.
Construction complete.
Okay. Oh, I forgot their hover, too, so they can just go right over the water. That's convenient. Yeah, eat it.
Ready to roll.
Let's hope that there's not another turbo laser tower back here.
Right away. Attacking target.
Those guys sound like my grandmother when you say something that she couldn't hear. Eh? What? I think I've made that joke before. It's uncanny,
Bombardment available.
the resemblance. Let's drop one right there.
Bombardment incoming.
Bam, 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 bam! Yeah! Oh, that's exciting. Well, yay. I feel better about that. I did lose some tank destroyers, but that's okay. Took another planet. Well, this has been a productive episode. Thank you for watching, ladies and gentlemen. I appreciate you guys coming back, as always. And I guess I'll see you next time. Yeah. Yeah, I think I will. Yeah. Alright, well, have a lovely day. I can't do it. Day. Have a lovely day!